Tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio, dropping knowledge in the studio you already know.
All right, thank you for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. This is your boy Prince Hakeem.
This is Ronnie Ron. Hakeem. It's been a while, baby boy.
It's been a while. Now we about to get into it today.
Really?
We about
What's
to get
new
into
now?
it.
What's going on? What's new?
You know what I mean? Something that has to be talked about. I'm blessed to have two ladies here today. I have my best friend here today, and I know you brought Shay.
Yes, I brought Shay in.
Hey, ladies, I want y'all to introduce yourselves. Y'all don't got to give too much information.
Yeah,
you don't got to
keep
tell
it private.
Where y'all from. You just say who y'all is.
Well, I am Miss Shay. I'm from Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Single.
All right. All right. Period.
Single.
Okay. Period. All right. What about you, Miss Monroe?
And my name is Monroe.
Monroe. Where you from? You get to put that asterisk behind that.
Opalaka.
Okay, where the goons
Not
at?
even Miami. Opalaka.
Okay. So now, what I want to ask y'all is this: Did y'all seen the what's some TV show with Lonnie Love and them on?
The Real.
The Real. So
Yes.
Shay, have you watched the last Real?
No.
Okay, so now you know, because Monroe know about you know who Jeannie Ma is, do you?
Yeah, I know her.
Why you saying it like that?
Because she's engaged to Jeezy.
So she's about to get married. So now there was
Yes.
a topic that's going around because so check this out. So she's engaged to Jeffrey. Let me pick Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself to everybody. You don't gotta.
How you doing? I'm
Bro,
Jeff.
you don't gotta get so smooth on the phone with everybody.
I'm Jeff. Man, everybody know me as Jeff, aka Mr. Dollars.
Okay.
Where
are you from?
Miami-Dade, Alapata, 305.
All right. So let me ask you a question. Have you watched the Real with the TV show? Have you watched that show before?
Nah, actually, I hear a lot of people talk about it, but I never had the chance to sit there and actually.
So there was an interesting topic that came on where Jeannie Ma. You know who Jeannie Ma is, do you?
Refresh my memory.
She's the Asian girl because as an Asian you have the Hispanic girl and you have Gladys Bouvier who's on there. You got Lonnie Love.
Got it.
So she's engaged with Jeannie. So the last show, she told everybody that when she comes home, she wants to submit to Jeezy. She said she wants to submit to him. So she doesn't want to.
Oh, okay. You talking about the talk show?
The talk show,
Yeah.
yeah.
Got it.
She wants to submit. So now when that topic came out, a lot of people was upset about that, and Lonnie Love said that she and Gladys Bouvier, who's not married anymore, had to point that out. She says she doesn't want to submit to somebody. She wants it to be equal.
Right.
So now, I'm not gonna put your business out there, Jeff. If you want to say that, you can put that out there. If you want to use you as a context or whatever.
Yeah, you can listen. It's open mic, man. It's all good, baby.
Bro, listen. This is gonna be public.
It don't matter, bro. Everything ain't. Listen, everything is.
It's women on here.
It's public records, so it ain't nothing to hide.
Hey, listen, I'm not going to tell your business if you want to use that as context, because I know me and you talk.
Yeah.
And I know your situation is it's a big reflection on this. And
right.
There's ladies here who I would love for them to hear your peace of mind on this topic about submission.
Got it.
You know what I mean? And just in case I got my Bible here with, you know what I mean? I got my Bible here with me just to check some folks. Okay? Now, before we get to our opinions, I want the ladies to give it, answer what you think about that, her saying that, and what's your idea of submission?
Miss Monroe go first. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I was never introduced to Miss Monroe.
Monroe.
Yes, I'm on the phone. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think that you should first define the word submission. I think
I was
that's
going to do
important.
that. Exactly. I agree with that.
I think that's important before we start the conversation.
You see, the problem is I don't want the men to speak first because when we speak, things start to get convoluted.
I don't think that it would, but I think that you should at least give the definition so everyone is in agreeing of what we're talking about to make sure.
Okay.
What type of definition you are referring to? The definition of
submission.
The Bible, the Quran, or is it the definition of the Western?
No. Let's generally what it says, what does submission means? Because in the Bible it says a woman's plan in her life is to be submissive to a man. That's her mission in life.
True.
Okay, but what's the dictionary of submission?
Okay, so here's the thing. Everybody got to give their own ideology of what submission is. But who wants to go first, though?
Go ahead, Shay. You were saying something? Go ahead.
No, I mean, with me, I'm okay being submissive to my mate, but I gotta know that he leading me to the right path. I can't be talking to anybody. I'm like, okay, I'm being submissive to him, and he's not doing what he has to do. I have to make sure my mate is gonna be 10 toes down. It's just not for anybody.
Now I gotta ask you a question. Was you raised with your father?
I'm sorry?
Did you have your father in your life?
I had a father, but it wasn't mine. But
so I'm asking, so could you honestly say you've been in the submission of a man before?
Yes, I have.
You sure about that?
Yes, I have. Because I date older guys. That's
you date older, but I'm asking, have you like cooked, clean?
Yes.
Put out somebody's plate?
Everything. That's not being submissive.
That's not being
submissive.
What you mean?
That's not being submissive.
That's not being submissive. I gotta agree with the ladies. That's not being submissive.
That's a part of it.
If you're saying that's being submissive, then you have been submissive. You've been submissive then. Men that cook for women, clean for women, then they being submissive. And I'm not saying that men can't be submissive. I'm just saying that if that's the case, then everybody. I'm not saying everybody is.
Men is submissive in another ways because we have to give up our resources.
Well, can I? Let me interject. Can I? All right. So for me, I'm gonna just speak on this because it's clearly I've been living through it. I mean, I could always say submissive for a man is basically doing the normal thing that what a man would do, taking care of the home, taking care of the home, making sure that the wife is being taken care of. Things that where she won't find that outside, she looked that to her husband. So if it's sexuality, if it's sexual, that's the submissive part. If it's financially, that's the submissive part. It all depends on how you define submissive, because what your submissive may be different from mine's, and vice versa. A lot of people thinking submissive is like, bow down to whoever. Nah, it doesn't work like that.
And that you're weaker.
And you're weaker, right. Submissive, it can be the common things. Some women don't want to be housewife, and the man say, you know what, I'll be the house daddy. Yeah, go ahead.
What is your idea for submission for a woman? That's what we're trying to get here to.
Okay, for submissive for a woman is basically the things that when I was attracted to her, that she keep the same routine, never change on me. Keep herself right, get her hair done, get her nails done.
You think that's submission? You call that submission?
Yeah.
Okay, then you ain't submission.
I don't think that's submission.
That's not submission.
Every woman should be doing that.
That's keeping yourself together.
We
talking about confused on what submissive is. Submissive is like when you trying to guide a woman to do something and then she refuses to not do it, then she's not being submissive. Now your role as a man is to give that woman that leadership, to give her that guidance. That's what they're referring to. That's what they're trying to refer to. They're not talking about doing chores and cleaning. No, they want you to be able to give them the guidance. For example, if you date a woman, she's overweight, you want her to lose weight, you got to show her how to lose the weight. Then she will be in her submissive role. She's going to humble herself and say, you know what, baby, show me what to do. That's what I think is
talking down on her. Don't do it that way. Don't talk down on her.
No, you're not going to talk down to her. You're going to try to uplift her.
Because
the word
show you the right to, it's to lead you to righteousness. It's to lead you to right standing.
The words that you use are very degrading. Some of the words you just said. She needs to humble herself.
That's true. Because especially when you deal with
hold on. You said everybody's gonna talk on top of each other.
American woman.
Hey, Ron. Ron, one at a time. Let her talk. One at a time.
Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Monroe, before you say anything, the person who just came in, introduce yourself.
Oh, I'm Patricia.
How you doing, Patricia? Today we talking about submission.
Submission. Okay.
Now, I'm gonna let Monroe speak. Then we want your definition of what submission means to you.
I'm sorry. Ask me again what you say. What the submission
means to you. After she speaks, after Monroe speaks, then I want you to say what your definition means. That okay? Go ahead, Monroe.
Okay, I wanted to say that the word choice that you use makes the submission almost a negative connotation, like you're saying the word humble. A woman should not be humble to have her man tell her something to do or be humble because she has that man to tell her something to do. That's not what submissive is at all. If that's the way that you're even taking it, that my wife will be humble, that I'm giving her advice. That's insulting.
My question is,
the very least.
No,
my question is, are you submissive to
because
boss?
submission, hold on. Because submission
her
has nothing to do with being weak at all. It's you knowing that this person is strong enough in a certain area to guide you as a couple, a family, and you trust them in that way. But to say I'm humble by what? A man telling me what? How to lose weight? That's the internet. I'm humble at the internet.
The reason why I bring humble, because especially when you're dealing with a black African American woman, she tends to have that aggressiveness inside of her. She tends to not humble herself. So for a woman to be submissive, she has to humble herself.
Bro, you might get yourself in trouble, bro.
What women you deal with?
And then put herself in a feminine role. A lot of African, especially black women, tend to not be in her feminine role because she feel like she got to be masculine. That's all I'm saying. That's why I brought up the word humbleness.
So let me ask you something. She feel like she has to be masculine because most of our black men are in jail. And so she's the one who's a single parent with the kids. So she has to be more dominant in that particular range.
Nah.
Always like that. Because at the end of the day, most women will love to have a man lead them and show them, listen, without using the word humble, and show them, different things, or be able to trust that they will make the right decisions for their family, and also talk to them while they make the decision. But when you say that black women, and you're only categorizing black women, I wonder how often have you actually went out and talked to different women? Because me working in the working force, I have talked to many women, and they all feel the same way. Different races, different size, different shapes. They all feel the same way about their men.
Okay.
So you're only talking about
the reason why I brought up
Ron.
Hold on.
No, wait a minute. Before you
go ahead.
Right now, before you say your statement,
why did I bring up black women?
No. I want you to get to that, but I also want to give somebody else a chance to speak. I want Patricia to give her definition. And then comment on this statement. Go ahead, Patricia.
Okay, but before I start, my friend is here as well. She wants to introduce herself.
Yeah, go right ahead.
What do I say? I'm Lisa.
Lisa, and tell where you from.
Port St. Lucie.
Well, okay, perfect. Now, mind you, I asked Patricia a question, and I want you to answer it. What does submission means to you in a relationship or in a marriage? And when Patricia answered, I want you to answer that question.
Oh, okay. Okay, for my answer, I think she hit the nail on the head. I really don't know what women, whoever said that, black women comment, what women you've been hanging around. Submission to me is just really being able to trust the guy to lead you in the right direction. You can only be submissive to a guy with a plan. If you don't know who you are, where you're going, where are you leading me to?
Right.
It's
that's true.
We just want to be able to trust.
And I do agree with that. With that.
Now, let the other girl speak. Let her give a definition.
Lisa, her name is Lisa.
Lisa. Then Roni, you can come in and finish your statement.
Oh, okay. Submission. I think submission for me is I think that goes both ways. It's not just me submitting or just the woman submitting, but it's both. And it is easier for you to be submissive to somebody when we are on the same page. We have the same goals and the same plans, and we can agree. When I submit to you, and you submit to me as well, and I have your best interests at heart, and then we have the same goals when it comes to the relationship. That way, yes, I'm allowing you to take over as he does the same. But it has to be somebody that I can trust, that whatever I'm submitting to is I can trust that person. Because a lot of people think of submission as I'm in charge of you, but it's not like that. It's you're not in charge of me, I'm not in charge of you, and I can submit. And also I have to know that you are a leader, because I cannot just be following you if I don't know where we're going.
Amen.
Okay, amen. Now, Ron, I want you to finish your statement.
Okay, now see, Now you gotta understand something here. I respect all black women. I treat all black women like queens and goddesses. Okay, let's get that clear. Now the reason why I brought the only reason why I brought the black women, because during that interview, during that panel with the real, when she made that statement, a lot of black women was so defensive and went against what she was saying with I forgot her name, what she was saying about her being submissive to Jeezy. They took it to offense, like, oh, I'm not gonna be submissive to my man. Hold on, let me finish. I'm not gonna be submissive to my man. And there's always an issue when it comes to our black community. Y'all women don't see it, but the men see it. You can talk to any African black man, Haitian, black, Cuban, Jamaican, they'll tell you they have an issue with black women being submissive because they feel in their mind they want to be in that masculine role. And not only that, but they don't want to be in that masculine role. That's why they're single. That's why it's single parent household. The list goes on and on. That's why they're getting divorced because they don't know how. When other cultures, let me go in. When other cultures like the Jewish culture, the Spanish, or any other culture, the women are submissive to the man. That's just fact.
You know, the thing about it is
not disrespected by their men like that.
Automatically.
Okay.
Can I say something?
No, go ahead. One at a time. One at a time.
Yeah, one at a time. Go ahead.
One at a time.
Okay. So I understand you say that black women or however, because I don't see color. I see everybody as a whole. But maybe the reason why that most guys feel like black women are not submissive is because they do not understand the definition of submitting. Because there is a big difference between me submitting to you and you acting like, you do what I say. It's not you do as I say, because that's not submitting. If you think like you make all of the rules, I don't have no say. That's not submitting.
Can I raise my hand here?
Yeah.
The question is, are you dating Rashid or Ray Ray?
I done dated Ray.
So that's the thing. So when you talking about submitting, you say a lot of guys don't understand. What type of guy you talking about? Ray from off the block or Rashid that's in college?
I am referring to the guy that.
No, we need to get specific. Are we talking about the top 10% of black men?
You can't do that.
No,
you can't do that.
I gotta get into it. Because let me tell you something.
Because with every group, there's gonna be there's gonna be people.
Thank you.
No, listen.
It doesn't matter.
Most women make comments about men when they talking about the bottom 80% of men, not the top 10% of black men. You know what I mean? Listen,
are you talking to the top 10% of women? Are you talking to the top 10% of women?
I'm not talking to the top 10%.
So you know that you know what our answer is going to be.
I know you know what's going to answer this, but I'm talking about. Listen,
can I say something?
Like you talking to the top 10.
Can I say something? Let me interject in something. And I think we getting off the topic because I think me personally, I'm just saying this for I don't want to offend nobody, but I think the reason why, what's the young lady who's marrying to Jeezy? Yeah, okay. I think the reason why she got a lot of heat for it is because she's coming from a different ethnic background.
Yes.
So I think when they see a woman that's don't look like a black woman saying that I'm gonna be submissive to a black man, black women get offended by that. And the reason why black women get hold on, let me finish. The reason why black women get offended by that because I've been in relationships where with black women, I'm competing with them, and I feel like for black women, if we trying to build something, right? Let's say we're trying to build something. I see potential in you, and vice versa. You see the same thing. Why are you trying to? Why do we have to outshine each other?
We're going to church today.
Who is this speaking?
We're going to church today.
Oh, Jeff.
Now ask your question.
We're going to church today.
Okay, listen. Jeff.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Ask your question.
What do you do
for a living?
I'm listening.
What do you do for a living?
Well, right now I have two jobs. I'm a building inspector for a city, and also I have my own business.
Okay.
I do. Go ahead.
No. I was asking that. I'm going to it. So let me ask you, right?
Go ahead.
So the way that our society is set up, majority for let's say for Black people, let's just go with that, right? We're not going to talk about the different races, right?
Okay.
So do we have more single Black women than other races, do you think, or do you think
yes.
Okay.
Let me
No, I'm making
let her finish.
Okay. I'm sorry. I apologize.
You feel like we have more single Black women than men, okay? And then for those Black women, do you feel like they have higher educations or better jobs than Black men? Some Black men, because most of our Black men have been incarcerated or have a felony, or what, even petty, a little ounce of marijuana, they sending them away. Okay.
Right.
So when you are a woman and you got your kids and you're trying to raise your kids, and their father has went away to jail or whatever, you have to take on a stronger role for the house. Now, when you meet someone who you feel secure with, okay, it's very, very important, because you can't just meet someone who doesn't have the skills to actually be the head of the household, because that's mainly the problem. Most men feel like they should be the head of the household just because they are the man, the male, okay, and they don't have the skills to lead as the head of the household. And so I think that's the reason why, and I want to say also that women, you said that Black women had a big problem with Jeannie saying that she wanted to be submissive because of her race. It wasn't only Black. If you read the comments, a lot of Asian people and white people had things to say as well that matched their picture. The Black women, actually, if you read it, they actually said, we have no problem with this. I actually sent him a post about that, where a Black woman said, I would love for my man to take over and for me to trust him with our life. But the fact is that that's very hard to find when you're looking at what we are presented with. And that's what I'm trying to tell you.
And I interject now? Finish, you can
interject. You have to look at everything. The fact that we Black women are usually by themselves raising kids, or their men are away in jail, and you have to look at that whole. And then when you say that she's a strong woman, she has to be for her kids. She couldn't just crumble and not let them eat. She has to make sure that one income is enough for two people, and they are not lacking because of that. They still have everything that other people would have. You get what I'm saying? So when you come to our household, you can't just come and just say, I want to lead your house, and you have no skills to do that at all. You get what I'm saying?
I got you. But I agree with you, and then I disagree with you on that. Because let's put the kids, let's say they don't have kids. Let's say they've just been boyfriend and girlfriend for a very long time. And now let me tell you this. What about, she says, let's say he's been in and out of jail, but the reason why he's been in and out of jail because of her own doing. Now,
like what?
Oh, you're hitting on the topic.
Jeff, do you want me to?
Jeff,
throw me the alley-oop.
Go ahead, I'll take the alley-oop. Go ahead,
check this out.
Okay, go ahead.
Listen. I don't want to take too much of this time. And Shay and Lisa and other girls, I want y'all to comment. I want y'all to think this is one. Now, mind you, this conversation it sounds a little bit one-sided. You know what I mean? Here's the thing. It is a known fact women have bad mating practice. You choose. Go ahead. Listen. You're laughing with this too. Listen.
Hold on. Let him finish. Go ahead.
Listen, is it a known fact y'all have bad mating practice? You choose poorly.
Facts.
You don't think you choose poorly? The one who got the biggest butt?
Yes, you guys do.
No, listen.
You do. Go ahead.
Hold on. You choose poorly. I gotta come into this. When you talking about Ray Ray, when you talking about Twan, when you talking about Larice,
go ahead.
When you talking about Trayvon from out over town,
can you show me the Black men who have the professional?
Hold on, I'm gonna get there.
Okay.
I'm gonna get there.
A question.
None of y'all listen. I know any one of y'all did not want to talk to Jean Baptiste in the chess club. I know that for a fact.
Talk to the Jean Baptiste.
I know that for a fact.
Jean Baptiste. Who didn't talk to the Jean Baptiste?
I know y'all didn't want to talk to Jean Baptiste in the chess club. Who was mismatching socks? Who was mismatching socks?
No, you're making fun of it, but you gotta remember.
I'm just giving an idea. When you're talking about you have to do everything.
We don't have to. I'm not gonna let you do that to a black man.
No,
you don't have to make a black man sound. Hold on. Let me just say this. You do not have to say that he got mismatching socks and he this.
No. I'm just using that as a reference. I'm just using because let me tell you something. Women are very materialistic and very vain.
They still had on their matching socks.
I know. Listen, I was using that as an example. My bad, Queen. Go ahead. I'm not gonna talk over you, Queen. Go right ahead.
Go ahead, Lisa. I think it was Lisa.
Go ahead. Shay, say something. Who say something?
One of y'all say something.
Oh, yes. I think Trisha already answered my question. I was asking, like, at what stage, like, are we talking about this submission? Is it beginning, overall, or what?
Okay. No. Now. Do you want to hear what a man want? Because let me tell you something. We've been hearing what women want. Let me tell you what a man wants. Since we choose y'all for marriage, because let me tell you something. You have access to sex. We have access to marriage. For you to get married, we have to propose and do all this. Now, here's the thing. You have to, listen, you have to show us that you can be a wife.
You have to show us that we need to submit, that we feel we're submitting with you.
Yeah, we're a wife before we
Let me tell you what a man wants. Let me tell you what a man wants.
What do you want? I'm listening.
Please.
Go ahead.
And then I want Jeff to piggyback on this because he needs to answer
Jeff
this too.
Jeff don't need to piggyback.
No, he do because you want to know why? Because you want to know why this reflects him as more than anything.
How come the other one hasn't spoke at all?
You want to know why? I need to hold my bull back a little longer.
I would like to hear what he has to say.
You sure you ready for Ronnie to hear? Ronnie gonna go in. He's gonna tell you what he wants. Ronnie, go ahead.
That's good.
Ronnie, go ahead.
Oh yeah, tell me what it want. I just want a woman to shut up. No, I'm just joking. I'm joking, Queen. Okay, I want my woman to be submissive, someone that's able to be led, because I'm gonna lead her to the right path. That's why I keep saying my job as a man is to lead her to the right path. A lot of our women.
Do you own a home? Do you own a home?
Right. Well, me, I'm working on owning a home. I already got my credit score fixed. I'm working hard.
So what do you do? What do you do for a living?
Me, I got 2 jobs and I created a business.
Okay, so what's your 2 jobs? What field are you in?
Me, I'm in the grocery industry. Both jobs in the grocery industry, and the one I'm creating right now is a film industry. I'm creating.
Okay, so you want to lead me, and I'm a homeowner. But you want to lead me and show me.
You could be
okay.
I can teach you something. This is why it's so beautiful. That's why it's so beautiful, because a black woman thinks she knows everything, and that's why she's always spelling on everything.
No. He can tell you. I'm the main one that told him that we want to be submissive. That he even asked me. He said, you know what? With the amount of money you make, would you mess with somebody who worked at Walmart and let them lead your relationship? And exactly, she just said, I said, of course.
Not about that. It depends.
Okay, hold on.
Monroe.
Let me go in on this one.
Monroe, I love you, but I know you wouldn't talk to nobody at Walmart who's a car
Thank you. Let me go in, Hakeem, on that one. Because she stated she's making 6-figure, and she said she will talk to the guy at Walmart. I disagree.
No, she wouldn't do that. She just playing with
why?
You don't know
why?
that.
Because her educational level is already high at a certain point. So if she talk to the guy at Walmart, she's going to automatically judge him just by his position.
Yeah, but
automatically.
Not
automatically.
No.
So the guy that she wants to date is got to be a guy on her level.
She could teach you some things. You could be at Walmart today.
No, she's not gonna holler at nobody.
She's not gonna holler at the guy at Walmart. She's not gonna holler at the guy at Walmart.
Why is she hollering at a guy in the first place?
No.
Thank you.
Listen. People, listen. A lot of these guys are only able to get low hanging fruit.
Listen, that mouthpiece that men have.
True,
but that mouthpiece that men have, that first 10 seconds, 30 seconds, minute, whatever it is, that changed the game for everybody. If you can see, you can tell in the first minute how someone speaks and how they carry themselves, where they're trying to go in life. You know what I'm saying? So you can't say that if I met somebody at Walmart, I'm going, I ain't talking to you. I don't know what happened to that person. Am I laughing? Am I joking? Am I feeling good about myself? You know, what is it? So you can't sit there. That's why I told you can never say that. You never know.
And I think
and also hold on. Also, Ms. Monroe, you say you're a homeowner. Are you trying to own the land or you just trying to own the house? It's two different things.
Jeffrey, I'm gonna
I could be the one to tell you, hey, baby.
Jeffrey, I'm gonna tell you to step back.
I could be the man. I could be the man to tell you, baby. You don't need to own the house. You need to own the land. Go ahead.
Ronnie, I'm gonna tell you to step back. I know her, bro. That's not
because the thing is. Hold on.
I'm gonna tell you, Ronnie. I know her personally.
Because a lot of men,
I know her personally.
I know you know her personally.
Her weight is up. Her bag is up. I don't want to get in no money talk with her. And this is not no brag.
No, but Hakeem, hold on. You can't be the problem with us. The problem with us, man. We are afraid to talk money talk. You need to talk money talk because you gotta show these women money don't mean nothing. Because the same way she gets 6 figure, you can get 6 figure.
I understand.
Right.
So your level
see, right there, you already cut yourself off as far as learning from someone. You're automatically saying, "I want to lead you," and even if I don't know nothing about that subject, I still want to lead you in it. I'm telling you, hey, lead King. You can lead me. I got no problem with that. But there's some things that you may not know about. Let me teach you. Let me hold your hand and let's go through this together. Because I know a little bit more on this subject. That's all that I'm saying to you. I'm not telling you that because you make less than me that you're not going to be able to do that.
Hold on. I want Shay, Patricia, and Lisa to say something. I don't want us to for this to be taken over. Y'all need to just jump in, sweetheart. Don't feel like this is one.
Y'all can jump in.
Gotta jump in.
I
don't want y'all to just sit back because we need to hear y'all because y'all a little bit younger than us. So you know what I mean?
No, I think it's so good, Hakeem. They just shy because it's so good.
I can tell.
So you know they learning too. You know what I'm saying? We all learn.
Sometimes we gotta take mental notes.
I can tell, but you know I do want to hear what their perception is. They're a little bit younger than us.
Well, I want to say something about that whole Walmart incident, working at Walmart, because there was a guy that I met, and he worked at Walmart, and yes, I turned him down the first time, but he was persistent. He kept trying.
I know it.
Well, you said you know.
You ain't helped us at all.
No, wait.
I know you wasn't gonna talk to nobody. Look how you look. I know you wasn't gonna talk to nobody at Walmart.
No, let her finish.
I've talked to guys at Walmart and McDonald's and Wendy's. Why? Because he had more than one job. And like she said, he can learn something. He taught me something. So yes, he did educate me on something. We became good friends. But now he's a cop. The guy that worked there at Walmart has his own business. But I didn't talk to him because how he came off, how he approached me. That's number one.
How old are you?
So that's what we didn't make it. His approach. I'm 32.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think age got nothing to do with it.
No, I just want to. It's just shocking to me to hear that. You know what I mean? And you know, I know you.
It's shocking
because even the prestigious guy, you can't.
No, let me tell you something really quickly. Definition of submit is where you wash his feet, okay, and then you dry it, and that's what he wants for a woman to do. That's what his whole ideology is.
That what she's saying is true. I need somebody to clip my toenails.
Yeah, okay. That's what he.
Oh, what's wrong watching?
Yeah, I need you to clip my toenails, cook and clean. But listen here, what else do I say about that, Monroe? What else do I say? What I'm willing to do in return?
What are you doing in return?
I'm willing to pay 100% of the rent.
He's 100%. Not also taking care
of you. What else?
I'm also willing to pay 100% of the bills.
Okay.
I'm willing to, now, mind you, me and her talk about this, and me and Ron talk about this.
Okay.
A man cannot ask for submission if he's not able to pull his weight in the house.
Thank you.
So you just gonna pay the bills? What else? What else?
No, let me tell you something. I'm gonna pay the bills. All right, listen. I'm gonna pay 100% of the bills. I am gonna leave, but the problem is there has to be an understanding between us. You hear what I'm trying to say?
What is that?
What is that?
He submits as a dictatorship.
My word is law.
This is not a dictatorship.
It's not a dictatorship.
No, you just heard what he said. You just heard what he said now.
No, it's not a dictatorship.
Your word is what?
Listen, no. They don't need to catch it.
No, I don't think everybody heard it.
No, they don't need to catch it.
I heard.
No, they don't need
Okay.
Listen, they don't need to. Let me read y'all definition.
Okay.
Biblical submission in a marriage is a wife making a choice not to overly resist her husband's will. Mm-hmm. That is not to say she cannot disagree with him or that she cannot express her opinion.
Mm-hmm. Is this Old or New Testament?
But if you go in biblical too, it says one submit to one another out of reverence for Christ.
Yes.
So basically, submit to one.
That's why I asked him what was that
one
older
way.
knew.
It's two ways. Because
go ahead, Lisa.
Yes, because I can. It's easier for me to submit to you when you're submitting to me as well.
Oh, you have in mind.
Let me tell you something, Lisa. I can hear in your voice you have a cultural aspect. I know you wake up in the morning 5 a.m. to cook for your man. That's facts. That's facts.
Not necessarily.
No, that's facts. I know you washing and ironing
Hold on,
clothes.
God, I wanna share something. I wanna share something with you guys. It's two words. It's two words that I learned the other day, and I was talking to a friend of mine, and I'm gonna pronounce the word, but I'll spell it to you guys, so you may wanna Google it. It's called hypergamy. I'm gonna just read you the definition, and I think most women are like that. Hypergamy. It's
Hypergamy.
Hypergamy. Right. Sorry. Is the term is used in a social science for the act of practice of a person marrying a spouse of higher caste or social status than themselves. So basically, a woman's gonna marry a man that is higher than her. She's never gonna date a woman that's lower than her, because women today, they have the mindset they want to be financial secure by a man. And I think that's yes it does.
Not necessarily. You are talking about.
I think you guys are reading men and women see submission.
I think they're going off of Cardi B.
It's
not.
Let's not bring Cardi B
not every day.
Yeah, and I won't even talk about Cardi
Let's
B.
not really talk. But that's
a whole nother episode.
But listen here. Listen.
That's what we're talking about, though. You're talking about Cardi B.
We're not gonna bring it in. But I want Jeff to tell a story here today, because I'm gonna ask him a question, and I want him to
Can we respond to what he just said real quickly before he tells the story?
Go ahead.
I just want to.
He said that for a reason. He said,
"Yeah, I don't want to feel like I'm always talking. I just want to say something.
Go ahead.
You have to remember that for women, and this is a lot of women. A lot of women talk to older guys, could be much older than them, or just a few years older than them, because of their experiences and what they can teach them. And sometimes that may lead to the person already having their life together and able to also lead you and show you how to do things or go back to school or do this. And so that's what most women, it's not that we necessarily say, oh, I want to go with the higher class. It's sometimes our mates who, remember, women mature faster than men. So sometimes people around our age are just not where we need them to be. They're not mature yet. They're still into maybe cars or getting the new whatever Jordan, where maybe a guy a couple of years, and I'm not saying nothing wrong with none of that either. Maybe a guy a couple of years older who has his stuff together can kind of lead her onto a different path. Like, hey, this is, follow me. I can help you get, a better career or whatever the case may be. So it's not necessarily that we just seek, oh, you got way more money than me. Okay, let me go for that. That's all. I just wanted to give that point.
No, definitely.
But Hakeem, didn't I just said that in my argument? Didn't I just said that?
You did say that, but I want to know. I'm gonna tell you why he mentioned that. Most women will be submissive to a man who makes more money, and that's why women practice hypergamy.
That's why I was saying that. Remember, I was saying that.
You see, Johnny, who pushes the cart at Walmart is not getting a woman to submit to him 100%. She's not cooking and cleaning. He can get somebody. He can get Shamice from out the beans. That's easy. That's low hanging fruit. That's low hanging fruit.
Stop saying that with the cooking and cleaning.
No. I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth.
No, but hold on.
No, you are not.
I'm telling the truth. But listen here. I want Jeff to say this story real quick, because this is the main topic of this. Now, Jeff.
Yes.
I don't want to mention this person's name out of respect, for you and stuff like that. This individual who will be named anonymous.
Right.
Okay. I don't know the person. I've been introduced to that person.
Right.
Was that person submissive to you? Did she cook, clean, wash?
Stop.
Listen.
Submission. Not clean and wash.
listen, hold on.
Yeah, I can't keep getting up chores.
Listen.
It's not
submission, guys. They get eager. They get
Because let me tell you something.
You bring up the chores.
I know they're getting it.
You know what I mean?
That's a trigger. That's a trigger for them. That's it. Because you want to know why?
No, it's
Most
not
women.
It's not a trigger.
Because any woman who has been in a real relationship know that things are partnership. I could be at work day.
Exactly.
You gotta at night, and he can clean the house. When you've been in a real relationship, you know that already. So it's not a trigger for us. It just doesn't help this conversation.
Yeah, y'all just don't like to feel like y'all maids or something like that.
No.
You know you can't. Y'all know y'all can't do what y'all mamas used to do. That's what the issue is. Woo. Yeah, that'll make y'all quiet. Hold on, Jeff.
We actually don't.
Go ahead.
Jeff. Now this particular person that I'm mentioning.
Right.
I don't want to mention her name.
No.
And I want the ladies to hear. Now, mind you, this person that I'm talking about, you want me? I don't want to put.
We're just gonna say that.
Let him tell a story. Let him tell a story. He can tell it.
So that
let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
You done been like what $20,000-$30,000 in debt because of this person?
Yeah.
Now mind you, in the tenure of your time with this person, has this person been?
Tell a story?
All right, you know what I'm trying to get.
He's trying to ask the question. That's why. Ask the question.
No, he's setting up the.
He's basically
up for what?
Let him finish. You gotta
listen.
Okay.
Monroe, listen.
Go ahead.
With the amount that you invested, was this person submissive to you or submission? And mind you, this person I'm talking, you know what I mean? Was she in submission to you?
At the beginning, yes, and then it. All right, so going back, we've been together for like 10 years. All right, we had our ups and downs. We had our ups and downs, like any relationship had ups and downs. Where it got weird, it's when you are with this person, you commit to this person long term, and then it's going well, then you get outside interference. And when I say outside interference, you get other people that's whispering in your ears and saying, hey, you should do this because this person that you with ain't going to really matter because that person is chill, he's relaxed. You can go out and have fun. He's not going to say.
I'm sorry, what year was this? Like year 12 or something? Year 13?
Year 5.
Okay, year 5. Okay.
Year 5. So,
but y'all made it 10 years.
Yeah, we was been together for 10 years.
Because of him, not her.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
So for me, I can say for this person, this individual, I bent over and backwards for this person.
Lord Jesus.
And why I say that is because I made sure that my home was taken care of
Lord Jesus.
before I do anything. When the person wanted to go on vacation, I used to pay the vacation so that person. So at that
time you thought it was worth it.
It was worth it because at that person was my better half.
He's not done yet. Go in, baby. Go in.
So me, it's like you said, being submissive. I was being submissive financially.
Too much.
Okay. So
too much.
So that person
he wanted his woman to be happy. How is
right,
that?
Right. Because the thing is, I always
so far he hasn't said nothing wrong.
So for me, I always felt like marriage was always. I always felt like marriage is a covenant with God, and I took it real serious. And was I the perfect husband? No. Was she the perfect wife? No. But we had our agreements and our disagreements. What really made it fall off, it was really technically money, and money that was allocated to other things. And so when that person felt like money was a situation, when I was at my low end financially, that person said, you know what, I no longer can do this. I'm gonna just walk out the relationship. But here's the good thing is she thought I was going to be dead and gone. But like I was told Hakeem, I'm a street dude. I come from the street.
Let's get it, baby.
I know how to make it. You know
Let's
what I mean?
get it, baby.
You could. I always say you can put me in Iraq.
Talk to him.
I'll eat for a whole month.
Talk to him.
And I'll figure out another way to eat. So
wasn't that?
How come you never say talk to him when I'm saying something?
So for me,
when Lisa's saying something, or
so
Patricia, or say, how come you never say that?
So no, I did say. I said you go, girl. I said
so,
get it, girl.
You never say it.
I did. I always say that.
So for me, I always think highly of myself. Reason
wasn't
why
that Audi truck in that yard when I pulled up at your house?
Yeah.
Wasn't that Audi truck? Who put that Audi truck there?
It was there, though. It was there.
Who put that Audi truck there?
We ain't gonna say no names, but we already know who did it.
Story. Go ahead, Jeff.
Listen. When she wanted that makeover, who co-signed that loan? Who put that money up?
You know who did it. So
okay.
So for me, I always felt like any woman, that particular woman, I catered to that person dearly, and people seen it. Even her friends seen it, her family seen it. Everybody always said like, "Damn, you carry that relationship," and that's, to me, I kind of find that alarming because it should have been equally. And when people was using subliminal shots, I didn't catch on to it until later. So for me, when she got up and left, it kind of made me feel a certain way towards women.
Not take him to church
now. And this is where I say, I always consider myself a high value guy. And reason why is because I'm gonna put in that, when I come to you, I'm gonna present you everything. I ain't gonna tell you, because I'm not gonna come to you as I'm talking about for a woman. Coming to a woman, I'm not gonna tell you, baby, I'm gonna go to school, I'm gonna have a job. I'm gonna come with that already. And my question is to you is, what do you bring to the table? So for me, when that situation kind of broke off, she decided to go elsewhere, and everybody said like, "Dang, why would she downgrade this to that?" I said, "Well, some people make choices. The individual that she's seeing now, he's older than I am, but I think he's trying to figure himself out."
He's the equivalent of a Walmart cart pusher.
I mean, I'm not gonna say Walmart.
Way valuable than this guy that's so prestigious. It's not the position.
What you mean it's not the position?
It's not. He can have way more to offer than just money.
Yes.
Than the Audi truck.
This is the problem we got right now. This is the problem with that. Y'all choose poorly.
Let her explain.
Hold on.
Hold on, time out. Hold on. They say the guy could have more value than money. Is that true? And then how come the number one reason for divorce is financial?
You never let her explain herself.
Yeah, let her finish. Let her finish.
Okay. A lot of time, we see like I'm making money, and a lot of guys carry the fact that they are working to their heads. Right. Like they just see it as like, I am working, I am bringing in the money. You have there's food in the house, the bills are paid. You should be happy. We good. But at the same time, money is not all that we need. The bills being paid is not all that we need. Because I can be in the house with you, all the bills are paid, but you're not home. I don't see you. You working 2 jobs. I have nobody to talk to. I just had a bad day. You come home and you're stressing over the fact that you just had a long day. All I do is work. I can't talk to you. And the money that you're giving to me, the money cannot comfort me. The money can't talk to me. The money can't provide me with no type of support. Your best friend is gone. You know? Best friend is gone. Yeah, it's all about the money. And a lot of guys, they believe just because I'm paying you should be happy. A lot of women would want to be where you are today. But
that's why when he said the word downgrade. Yeah, when he said that,
sweetheart, I'm gonna tell you, you can't have one or the other. It's either you get a provider or a husband. You pick one. You pick one.
Watch this. And watch this. And what's your girlfriend name?
Huh?
What's your girlfriend name?
What's my girlfriend name?
Yes.
I don't got no girlfriend.
Exactly why. Because that's stupidness you're talking about right there.
Listen. I have high standards.
Ooh.
I want to say what he said. He said that she downgraded herself. Yeah. She downgraded herself.
He had the right to say that.
Looking at that. No. But I'm not. I don't want to talk about necessarily him. But you can't speak on what another man brings him. I even remember one of my friends saying the same thing. Oh, I know she ain't gonna find nobody who can fuck her the way I did. And I said, that's the first thing you thinking about? You think a girl really right. You think she really going after the guy saying, she ain't thinking like that, dude. It's not like that. I mean, most women want to come home and let me tell you what happened at my job. And you know what? We know that half of y'all are saying, I don't want to hear it. But most of y'all just listen and just go with the flow. And after a while, you start knowing. So what Lisa did, and Patricia was there too, and what happened with her? You just started just going with the flow. We don't need you saying that you can pay the bills and all of that stuff. We need a friend too as well. You know what I mean?
Not necessarily, because a lot of y'all want
No, because you know why? When you go to travel somewhere and you go anywhere, who are you? You should be talking to your best friend. You should be able to already have a established friendship with that person.
Yeah,
so when you're outside of that bedroom, of the hotel, you're able to have fun while you're traveling. It's not just, he could buy me the purse while we go to the store. No, as we walk into the store, we having a whole, so that's what I wanted to say about that.
A lot of time we let money take over.
Yeah, hold on. Where's Patricia at?
Patricia's right here.
You haven't said nothing and Shay haven't said nothing. I
have. I was the one saying that she didn't downgrade.
Yeah, she did say that. Yeah, she said that.
Yeah. Also, I want to say, you said that financial is the reason why you guys broke up, correct?
Mm-hmm. No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
You said was the main
I mentioned
reason.
that. I was the one that mentioned that. It was
what I said.
Marriage is financial.
What I said, it was a financial situation that broke us up.
Yeah, she wasn't solid after a while.
And we all
there's two sides to the story.
No.
I agree.
His side sounds more appealing to me.
No.
Okay, and that's what you want to choose.
No, but I agree. There's always two sides to every story.
I believe
there's two sides to
I believe him because I know what work he put in.
And because of financial reasons, is that not true or that's false?
Say that again.
Can we agree that most marriages, well, there's adultery now that came into the picture,
right.
But most marriages end because of financial reasons?
Yes.
Yes.
No, okay. I was going to say, and then adultery has come now more into the picture. So that's second, but not really, because a lot of women stay with men after they find out those type of things.
Yeah, it actually helps the relationship out.
That's a whole nother topic. Yeah,
that's a whole nother topic. Then I want to say this is my last thing, and I'm sorry. I just want to make sure you understand. There are a lot of women who stay home or they work, and they men may go to college while they don't go to college, and they may become a doctor or a lawyer, or they may be with them the whole time they were in high school and college, basketball. And once they become that doctor, that lawyer, that basketball player, they leave them and go with someone else.
That's messed up.
Like Jeannie Mine.
Things happen in relationships that you can't just pinpoint on just one little thing. You get what I'm saying?
True.
I know a lot of people who definitely set their dreams aside to support their man.
That is true.
I believe in you. I hope you study. Yeah. See.
And he left her for one of her coworkers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
He wasn't working. He was going to school to be a cop. She paid all the bills, took care of the baby and everything. He left her to be with her coworker.
Yeah. Wow. That's messed up.
Yeah.
That's messed up. That's messed up.
Now that's not cool. That's not.
And just like she got that story, I'm sure everybody has those stories. You know what I mean? It just happens.
But you know the thing we're getting to the main point here, and the reason why I wanted him to say that, submission goes a lot more than that. You got to be solid, man.
Yeah.
You got to be solid. Like You got to be
What do
able
you mean
to.
by solid?
You got to be. You got to be able to stand in the paint. You feel me? Like
what I think what he's trying to
what?
what he's trying to say is basically I'm gonna clean it up for you guys. Is when it's basically what they say when shit goes bad, you there with me in the foxhole. Like because they're gonna be
As long as you can do the same thing for me, I'm always down for whatever.
right. But you gotta understand a lot of people, and I see this in a lot of relationships, go for men and women when things start
Thank
changing.
you. I love you said that.
When things starts to change in both relationships, like let's say a man get a promotion, and the woman, let's say she lost her job, that man will kind of act funny around. He gonna be like, "Oh, now I gotta do everything." Vice versa too. We see that all the time, and that's why he. And I think what he's trying to say is stay solid to stay true to yourself, stay true to your relationship, because at the end of the day, you was I met you when you wasn't when you didn't have shit. So
and you help them to become something,
right.
Yeah.
But we go through that the most as Black women. We're always the last. Like minimize people don't disrespect.
Unfortunately,
like,
that I have to agree. I have to agree with you.
Thank
I can agree with you on that.
I have to agree with you on that.
And we've been let down since we were young. So our daddies let us down. Y'all let us
but
down.
You know
Everybody
why?
let us down.
But you know why?
So we gotta have our back. You can't.
But you know why? Because we are subjugated to our own surroundings.
And that's why for me,
to live in a surrounding where they
That's
don't give us the right education.
Black women. She cannot.
No, I'm talking about
Black
women. Why they don't give us the right education on how to really raise Black women and Black men? Because we was taught by TV, social media, music videos on how life goes, and then when we wake up, when we're in our 30s or in our 40s, we realize that's not how life really goes. You see what I'm saying?
That's why for me, I will never date outside of my race, and I'm always try to be with a Black queen.
I'm saying here, I date
because
within my race as well.
I have a Black mom. I seen her struggles. I didn't raise with no father, so for me, I don't have a sister. So if I did have a sister, I don't want my sister to go through that. So that's why I say we gotta cherish our Black women. So that's why I say a lot of men, like I see a lot of high profile men. You see that with athletes, like they right. They married. They come from the hood. They grew up in a single family home. They girlfriend was Black. Then as soon as they go to college, they dating a white woman. As soon as they sign that big old check.
But you gotta ask yourself why.
You know what's so sad?
I'm gonna tell you why, Ronnie. I'm gonna tell you why. Let me tell you why. I'm glad you said that. I'm gonna tell you why.
I go in with the
one at a time.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because as a Black man, we were always taught that a man got to take care of the household, right? But a white woman, she's gonna tell her Black dude, baby, it's okay. You don't got to do that. Yeah, sure, you can cheat on me. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
She knows.
But
that's not the reason why. That's not the reason why. The reason why is because
a white woman,
Black women, and let's be honest, Black women ain't gonna take shit from a Black man. She's gonna tell it how it is. Some Black men don't like to be told what to do. Let's be honest with ourselves. So what a Black man get with a white woman, the reason why he get with a white woman, because she knows she ain't gonna argue with him.
White women y'all been around, but I don't seen.
Okay.
Listen, at my job, there are majority of people are interracial. Okay. And I have definitely seen the white women definitely tell their men what to do, how to do it, and when to do it.
Me too.
The thing is that men look. They even say it. I want that light skin baby. I want my baby to have curly hair. I want all of this stuff. And
don't be the ugly babies.
They look at Black women as not being able to provide that particular what they want. I want my baby to speak, quote unquote, proper and all of this stuff. So you know what I mean?
That's BS.
But it's not only the fact that you feel like a Black woman is going to tell them what to do and how to do it. I have definitely seen it. I know you guys have seen it in Marshall, anywhere else. A white woman definitely tell her man, "Hey, get over here. Bring your we over here. Come over here." And lead them and tell them what to do. You get the baby. I'm gonna be over there. And I have seen it. I look with big eyes, like, whoa, okay.
But that's nothing wrong with that.
All right, let's talk. Okay,
no, the way you talk to
here.
people is a respect. It's a respect.
Okay, let's
you don't talk to
numbers
people like that.
Let's talk numbers here. You can even do the numbers here. White women has less divorces than black women has the highest divorces here. That's the number. You can look it up.
No, actually, white women. Actually, white women have
less divorces.
No. He's telling the truth. He's telling the truth. Go to blackdemographics.com.
You can look it up.
I don't agree.
You should feel bad.
I don't agree to that. I really don't. I don't think that's.
It's online. You can look it up.
He's telling the truth. More black women file divorces.
Black women have more divorce rate than a white woman.
I kind of disagree with that. I kind of disagree.
Let me go in for a minute.
How many
one at a time, people.
Let me go in there because I think y'all need to know this. You know the reason why is because, like I keep saying, a white woman, like you say it, Jeffrey, a white woman knows her role. She's not gonna tell the man.
It's not about
now the women you are seeing. The women you are seeing. Hold on, give me. Let me finish. The women you are seeing going off of those men. The women you seeing going off of those men. The reason they going off of those men because the man carries something they call beta male. He's a beta male because if he's an alpha male, she won't speak to him that way. She would not speak to him that way.
She know how to play.
Jeffrey could agree with me.
No, you can speak to an alpha male.
No, you can't speak to an alpha male like that.
You can't speak to an alpha man like that. He gonna say, go sit behind somewhere. Go ahead.
There's also certain things that is a certain way that you would treat someone that you will not do to somebody else.
That is true.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Black
women, because
like you treat,
and then a lot of time too. Maybe I'm wrong because I don't know for sure, but I believe like a lot of time, a black male might choose like a white woman or something is because I think that sometimes it comes from within.
Yes.
And a lot of time I am going to be disrespecting you because you are a black woman. And I'm comfortable doing that. Mm-hmm. But a lot of time, if I'm choosing you because I feel like you are higher than me, I'm not going to talk to you any kind of way. I'm not going to put you in certain situation, which is going to push you to act to the way that I wouldn't want to see you act.
Right.
So there's certain things that the ways that I'm going to act with you, I wouldn't dare try it with my white woman and stuff like that.
Yes.
Did you hear what she just said as far as when she thinks you're higher? That's so important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When you said that when they think that that the person is higher than them.
It's higher. So they go.
Yes, that's important.
That means like I'm even though I'm the man, but at the same time I'm not really acting like I'm the man because I don't want to push you to the point where you might leave and stuff like that. And
the woman ain't gonna leave. She ain't gonna leave. She needs a man. That's what a woman's earning for. Especially a black woman. A black woman needs a strong black man. That's what they're asking for. So if a man's being strong and his masculinity, the woman gonna automatically be in her feminine side. It's gonna automatically comes out flowing.
You know what?
You won't have to tell her anything. She's just gonna do it naturally. The problem with the black woman, you gotta force it out of them, and that's crazy.
You know what's so funny? You know what's so funny? The thing is that most women don't have what I was gonna say is that you're saying that strong black man. You know, when you force yourself to be the leader, people do not respond well to that. It doesn't matter if it's the boss. It doesn't even matter if it's your boss or whatever. Like my boss is not no strong, trying to be. But you know what? We work hard for him because he shows us that we're not that we're equal, but that we matter. Our opinions matter, and he may not go with what we say, but he does give us that second. I would love to hear what you have to say, and make us feel like it's validated and it's welcome. You're just saying automatically strong.
I've let y'all talk. Go ahead. And I want to give my commentary.
What he's saying, talk or
no, I'm going to give my commentary. You know, the thing about it is when everything boils down to this, black relationship has been very dysfunctional for the last something years. And the thing about it is we need to come back to a point where, in the 1970s, black marriages was up 80%, and feminism wasn't the big issue. A lot of women are being raised without fathers here, so they don't know how to be a woman around a man. You feel me? I'm trying to say? So within that being present, you have a lot of men who's being raised without fathers, and they're being raised with women.
I'm sorry, I apologize. what do we consider being a woman around a man?
Yeah.
What do you consider that? What does that mean?
I'm gonna get
you have
to
to
it.
define that.
I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to it.
Go ahead. Because I don't want you to.
Because look,
boy, she's a lioness, boy.
She is. She's a fiery one.
Boy, she is, boy. She
don't
scares
have
me.
a definition for that. She don't have a
fiery
definition for that. Trust me, you don't have a definition for
she's
that.
No, I do got it. So let me tell you something. In my opinion. No, because
I know him.
No, because I'm gonna have to get in my bag. So, because we're gonna give our closing argument. Because you want to say, this thing can go all night. But in my opinion, I want to see more black marriages.
I do too.
Black success. I want to see more black marriages, and I think that it all starts with two people, and I think we need to remove the mask out of our faces.
Black men have to start.
No, please don't go there. Don't. Oh, you see, this is where it starts to be hard when it starts the conversation to be one sided, and women start to say black men. Women need to know their place.
We've always had.
No, you just said it's one sided.
I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet.
Of knowing your woman knowing her place.
Listen. Women, listen.
What is the place of a woman?
Thank you.
I'm gonna tell you.
Hold on, I'm not answered nothing yet.
I'm gonna tell you.
I can't just close your argument, man.
I'm gonna tell you because there's a bunch of things that I need to get out. I think a lot of us need therapy. I think a lot of us need therapy before we get into relationships.
I agree.
You know what I mean? I think a lot of us need to know what we want as people. I think a lot of us need to know we shouldn't be playing games. If you know you're not a submissive type, you know what I mean? If you know you're not going to be completely obedient.
Can I say something before I forget?
Hold on, I'm not done yet, brother.
Both ways.
All right.
You know what I mean?
So for me,
I'm not done yet, brother.
Oh, well, go ahead.
Are you following me?
Go ahead.
We trying to.
Yeah. So you know, I do agree certain points women say where men have to step up, but I do need to. There has to be a caveat to that. I think most men like to box a lot of men in when it's just a very few men they get ran over from. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Certain men, you know, you get the wrong dude, you choose him poorly. And I think that I think that, you know what I mean, we need to redefine what dating means, dating with a purpose. You know what I mean? And women need to understand their womb is the precious thing they got. And time goes against them. So, you know what I mean? So in that sentiment, and just to answer your question when I say a woman knows her place is to be feminine, to be respectful, to be seen but not heard. To be a mother figure.
Repeat that. To be seen and not what now?
And not heard.
Not heard.
No, I just wanted to hear what he said. That's okay.
You know what I mean? To be seen, to be respectful, to be a mother figure, to be a you know what I mean? To know to stay out of man's business. There's certain things that you just don't need to comment on to be able to work the room, know when to get in and when to get out. As far as to not make your man feel like he's not a man in certain situations.
No, you can't. Hold on.
You know what I mean? Cause, hey, I'm telling you, because Maylene, Marisol, Karen, they're going to they're going to classes learning how to get the few left black men that are left for y'all.
Okay.
I have never dated a man where he felt less than by something I said. That's something in you. That has nothing to do with a woman.
No.
That's something in you.
No, that has nothing to do with you. No, that has nothing to do with
because there's no man that could be in a room. I could be in a room and I feel less than because of what he does.
I'm asking. Most women don't know how to talk to a man. We don't need you to be rough. We need you to be meek. Be weak so I can be strong for you.
Be weak. But
so Jeff, what did you want to say?
No, basically I wanted to piggyback on what you were saying, Hakeem, and I think for me, I'm gonna just speak on my behalf. My biggest downfall in my relationship was I never went to counseling. So
and you was too supportive,
right? And I was kind of and not me not learning about women and this in my past, because I always try to learn things on the fly, and I think that one of the biggest mistakes for me was try to learn somebody as you with that person, and I felt like that was the downfall of my relationship and even previous relationships I had before. So for me, it's like any man, I will tell any man, if you're gonna get married to a woman or you think that person have the potential to be long term, go get that, go get the help. Not saying that you do need it, you may not need it, but sometimes you have to start. We have, as men, we don't think outside the box. And I think Monroe said it earlier when she said something about it's not always about the money. Is with the lawyer, I mean with the Walmart guy, now he's a cop. So I think what, and I agree with you, where he became a cop, he kind of put himself together, and the approach was wrong, and that's why you and him were no longer, you guys were not. And I think that's, as for men, our sometimes our approach to women can be real like hood, like we can be real tough, but
Too tough.
Yeah, definitely.
Jeff, are you talking
that's a
about
whole
men
nother
with money or
conversation
men
there, 'cause I
without
can
money?
go in on that.
No,
That's a
both
whole
In
both
nother.
general,
both
just
It's all
both
about
both
money.
about
it,
money.
it, it's
That's
both.
a whole nother
It,
conversation
it
there.
goes
I
both.
can go in with that.
Yeah.
It
I
goes
can go
both
in with
ways.
because I
that.
get both. Men
Yeah.
with money, they come and throw it at me, baby. I don't need the
But
money. That comes and
It,
goes.
it, it goes both ways. It goes both ways. And I think, as you said it, Hakeem, we need to learn how to talk to women, and
yes,
women knows, and women need to learn how to talk to men. And because some women these days, they talk to us like boys, and
Facts.
and
Yeah.
some guys talk to women like street
Yes.
girls. You know what I mean?
okay.
Around the
Why you
corner.
going after street girls? You gonna get street girls kind of treatment?
And sometimes they try to mix the street girls with the classy girls, and sometimes you can't. It don't work both ways.
I think that you need to go to therapy though before. Before
Right,
you start the
right, and I
relationship.
totally agree with that.
I
And for
think he
me,
said go to therapy like when you realize that person
Yep.
means
But
something to you.
in our church, they don't want her.
You're right. Now everybody,
Okay.
we need closing arguments. We about to shut this down.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay, go ahead. Go
We about to
around.
shut this
go
down.
first.
all
Let
right,
Monroe go first. Cause she
All right.
good. I let her go first. I go last.
So
Go
Who's
ahead.
Lisa,
Go
You
ahead.
wanna go?
go ahead.
Somebody say
Okay.
anything.
Oh, okay. Y'all been talking so long, I forgot what I was about to say. But I speak like as I think it. But if I have to think about it, yes. And I think a lot of times too, like as women, we can start off good in a relationship.
Right.
Like we following, we want to be submissive and stuff like that. We are going with like what we're supposed to do. But a lot of time when the guy switch and start showing different parts and acting differently, then we adjust to your vibe and how you moving. And a lot of time it's not fully the woman that's not submissive and stuff, but it's how you coming, how you
Right.
present yourself to her as well.
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. I could definitely agree with that.
Yeah. Sometimes it's not just fully the person, but how you acting. Because if I had all in my head, okay, we are going to be doing long term, and I want to build with you, I want to grow with you. We speak about our dreams, and I start feeling like it's one sided. It's just me feeling those ways.
Yeah.
Now
Can I ask you a question before? Can I ask you a question personally?
Yeah.
When you say that, let me ask you a question. When you with that person and you said something about following the guy, what about when the guy is starting to elevate and the woman stays stagnant?
Well, that's not good because that's why we have to have the same values.
So what I'm trying to say is sometimes the men is trying to pull the woman to go up with him, but the woman wants to be stagnant because she's still comfortable how she do things.
No, but it's not. That's how it's not going. That's why before we even get to the point where we submit, we should know what are you looking for? What am I looking for?
Right.
And did you just notice that? That was something you just noticed?
Huh?
Because usually those type of attitudes are not something that you just notice. That she, so you already noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay, next closing argument. Patricia. Let Patricia go next. She's under that Lisa branch.
She's under the branch.
I feel like it all has to do with experience, who you've been around, what kind of woman are you going after? Are you looking at a big booty and just you think she's gonna be submissive, that stripper? Like, I don't think you go after the woman that's ready. And Sanquisha in the hood could be submissive too. So are you going after her? And you're a CEO of a company, like
that'll never happen.
Okay. So it's a double standard. Like, you want us to take the guy from Walmart. Not that we can't, and a lot of times we do.
No, I said you won't take the guy from Walmart.
You're saying we won't.
Will. You have to stop saying that.
You won't, because that's what that was my argument. I know you won't take the guy from Walmart.
How do you know that? You don't know that's insecurity. I feel like.
How? Yeah. Are you gonna talk to somebody? Are you gonna holler at somebody if you pulling up the Taco Bell? He's making $9.75.
It depends.
But guess what? He got a business mindset. We can build.
Yeah, exactly. Oh Lord, she said exactly what I said. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
Let me tell you something. You gonna do that at 31? You gonna do that at 31?
Okay.
Because at 31, he's not doing it. Somebody.
Okay, you can be working for someone and you are making good money, but you just an employee and you have the mindset of staying an employee.
Right.
And you can meet somebody who's at Taco Bell, and Taco Bell might be his financing his business, his side hustle that he does to build his business.
All y'all ladies are lying. I know y'all ain't talking to nobody.
Where is he going? You know what? How is he?
You didn't even let her finish, because her point is so valid. It makes so much sense, because that is what happens to a lot of guys. They may have been with a woman, who didn't give them that motivation, or maybe they was, whatever, and they didn't think about their future with that woman. Now that maybe they're older, they are, and they're working on a project. They spend 8 hours at work. At home, they spend another 8 hours.
All right.
Yeah. He might be the owner of the Taco Bell.
And then the guy that keeps saying he's a CEO, he's not gonna go for.
He's not gonna
go Sanquisha. I think you need to know your value. What do you bring to the table without money? How can you stand without money?
That is true.
Because when we ain't got money, what you got to offer? Like,
if you lose all your money, what
did you hear what she said? She said, "What do you have to stand? What do you have to stand on besides money? What do you have?" That's important. I can speak for him. He got a lot of stuff to stand for. I'll give him that one. I'll give him that one.
Okay. All right. Who's next?
He's a good person. I'll give him that.
Thank you. Who's next with the closing arguments? Are you next? Are you next, Monroe?
I think that a lot of what you guys said, you are absolutely true. True in some of the things that, I think women don't treat their bodies as temple nowadays. And so, you got to remember that when we did used to do that, the side women were winning. We had a whole discussion about that.
Yeah, we did.
Were winning. They were becoming wives. They were becoming everything. Right. So then when you go
fucking the first day.
Yeah.
You're right.
So you got to remember that women also look at that and say, why should I do this when, if I'm like this, I can still win. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just throwing that part out there. But I do think that therapy needs to happen before the relationship, 100%. Not when you're in it and you decide that, this person is worth it. You need to do therapy before, because we are in an instantaneous society where it's instant. So you're right. Sometimes we can get with someone and it's not working out. We just go to the next person, because it's instant. It's an instant. I just find somebody else who looks better.
Yep.
But you gotta remember that you said that women, they like their dating history is, what did you say, is reckless or something like that? Like, we date.
You got the wrong people.
You date the wrong people.
Poorly.
You date poorly.
Right, we date poorly. Yes. And that's where everybody, men or women, we all know that men We know that men will look at two women walking down the street. The one that got the biggest butt, they're gonna go after that person first, and they don't care about nothing else. So, and without therapy, you are definitely going to attract the same person over and over again, and wonder why you always find a person who is maybe needy and stuff like that, because that's what you attract. So I do agree that and most of which not most, let me phrase that, I agree on some of the things that you guys said. I'm glad that we had a discussion so that we can kind of open our eyes on some of those things, but I hope that it also opened your eyes.
It did. It did.
Men will want to be submissive as long as the man makes them feel secure, and they realize it's not a dictatorship. You're not trying to. I'm not humble by you leading me, or you and me working together as a partnership. Go ahead.
No, definitely. Next, who's next? For the next close.
When I was young, I'm not gonna lie. When I was young, I was dating this older guy. He was like, "Gonna be submissive." I'm like, I'm not do nothing to be. I'm like, I'm not gonna be submissive to you, because for me, the definition was like, I gotta. Like, he got to be my daddy. I'm like, I already have him. I don't need you taking control of him. You cannot run my show. I got this, baby. He would get mad when I would do things for myself. Oh, I can do this. It's like, I got this. So with that kind of led me, I'm like, I don't want to be submissive. But as I got older, I found out what being submissive was. Talking to my grandma, talking to my older friends, I seen how it was to be submissive. I'm like, you know what? Okay, I can rock this way. How he was going about it, it was all the wrong way. It was how the way he was leading me. I'm like, we can't go. I can't do this with you. I can't. But by me talking to my grandmother, she was like, being submissive is this, what you have to do to your husband. It's how you let him lead your way. He's gonna be your rock. He's your foundation. He got your back. He's standing 10 toes down, and you got his back. And that, I'm down for that. I'm always
and you
down.
trust his decisions. Exactly. It's not just for him. It's for the benefit of everybody.
I got your back. Whatever choice you make, I'm rocking with it. And that's how I see it, and that's how I view it. And by me dating, it's like the guys that I date, not saying that I date Ray. I date all guys from whatever. Yes, they black, but I date everything. Not just a Ray, because I can't rock with Ray. I really can't. But whatever. But I talk to anybody, but it's certain guys I talk to, they're wealthy, they got this, and it's like, it's just their one downfall. They look for the women on social media. They want what they see on TV. I'm not on TV, baby, unless you put me up there. So if you can't honor me how I am, then you're not for me.
That's facts.
That's it. I respect myself too much to downfall for you. I don't need that. I can't do it.
I feel that.
Nah, I can't rock with that.
Jeff, you next, closing argument.
For me, I'm gonna just say, I never been submissive, and I never wanted the woman to be submissive to me. I always thought relationship was a partnership. It was always 50-50. With the submissive thing, I really don't care for it, because at the end of the day, if a woman have a good head on their shoulders, she's gonna tell you, like, hey, let's do this, because not all the things that I do is gonna be right. Not all the things that she's gonna do is right. And I think that where we as black people, we fail to realize we don't communicate with each other well. And because we always, and even with my previous relationship, I talk to her, we'll be in the same household, we talk to each other through text. And no, I'm serious. Like, I'll be in one room and she'll be in another room doing something. I'll be doing something. I'll either be watching TV or she's on the computer, and she'll say, hey, turn off the AC. The AC's too cold. And she have to text it to me. And for me to get up and go do it. That was one of the things. I sat back and I realized, like, hold up. I started, and I heard somebody said this, and it was kind of crazy. And he was like, and most everybody have iPhones, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. So the guy used an analogy, and I'm going to share this with you guys. He says, why you think they call it an iPhone? Who was made by? He said, Apple. Who ate the apple? He said, Eve did. Caused the first.
Adam
Say that again.
Adam and Eve did.
Right. Ate the apple, caused the sin. And then he started using the analogy with cell phone. Why do you think they call it cell phone? Because we're prisoners to our phone. And I was like, wow. I sat back and I thought about it, and I was like, damn, because we are prisoners to our phones because we don't talk to each other no more. So half of the things that we want to communicate, we communicate it text, and the things that we want to say, we don't type it like that. We type it the other way. So that person gets confused on how to communicate with each other. And I think that as a relationship building, we need to start thinking, hey, let me have this conversation with you. What you think about this? What you think about that? And I think that conversation, having that conversation, just even a 10, 15-minute conversation with your spouse or your significant other, that will kind of change the relationship and the volume of what kind of relationship you will have in the long term.
That's true.
I'm so shocked that you said that you were texting. That like threw me for a loop. That threw me because most women like to be up underneath their man. You know what I mean? It's like, it's like, okay.
I'm telling you, it's like even in a previous relationship, I won't call that person. I'll just text them. Like our conversation will go through a text. Sometimes we'll talk, sometimes we don't. And it was just like, it's like, then I used to think, damn, I need to get out of that habit of texting and talking. I need to go actually sit there and go to that person and have a communication with them.
Yes, and because especially when you text them, I read it how I, and a lot of times you read to respond, not to understand.
Exactly, and then the key points are not being explained, and so it's like, man, I'm stuck here. I'm stuck in the wind. Like I don't understand what you're trying to tell me. And then they start putting all these stupid emojis and that's
now you don't even have to.
No, definitely.
and that's your conversation.
Yeah. So hey, we got two last because we about to close out. So let me give my closing argument.
I thought you did that.
No, I didn't give nothing.
I thought you did. Okay.
That was a monologue I gave y'all. I gotta give y'all this work.
Okay.
Then Roni got to give him. We're gonna close this out. So my whole perception of this, I'm a person who my dating history has never been the best. I can be honest about that. It took me years to learn what a man's supposed to be, as far as a lot of things used to be based on sex for me. Me growing up in the hood. You know what I'm saying? And after being with real women and knowing what dealing with women is y'all laugh. Why y'all laughing? Yeah. So right now is me being older now, and like I said, we all need therapy. And just to say something that Lisa said earlier, I'm gonna try to answer this point, be very quick about it. When you're talking to people nowadays, if you're not dating with a purpose, if marriage is not the conversation, then the only conversation is fucking.
If that's what you want in life,
No. If that's what you want in life, I'm just saying, if you're not talking about marriage, fucking is the only thing. And with that being, because we can't be in no LTRs forever. You know what I mean? And I am marriage minded. You know what I mean? And for the women who listening in this podcast, you know what I mean? For the women who listen to the podcast.
Why you gotta do all that?
No, I got to do that because I got to give y'all this work. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Submission does not mean oppression. Does not mean you're a maid. It means you know your place. You understand what the Bible says. You understand what the Bible says, and what's your lifelong goal? Is to be a wife.
Make sure you always using the Bible in your life too. No fornication too.
No. Listen.
Using the Bible. Make sure.
No. We using the Bible, but let me tell you. Let's be serious. At this age, in this dating market, you're gonna have to give up the sack.
This is a whole other topic. There's a whole other topic.
No.
He does this to provoke you.
No,
I'm telling you. He does this to provoke you.
No. I mean, very so.
No, you do not have to.
Ladies and gentlemen who listening to the podcast, please get some therapy. Know who you dealing with. Date with a purpose. Read your Bible 3 times a day. Now I'm gonna let Roni finish off.
But you know, advice for the men.
Yeah.
That was advice for everybody.
Oh, I thought you said ladies.
No. Yeah, no. That was advice for the men. Men, get your money up. Don't get in a relationship if you can't pay bills. Don't get in a relationship if you can't take a woman out on a date. If you can't at least pay a $75 bait, sit your monkey ass home.
Exactly.
I pay for dates.
And read your Bible 3 times a day.
3 times a day. I pay for dates. That's why I talk shit the way I talk shit.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Now, when you say you pay for dates, now.
No, that's something different. No,
that's something. It ain't tricking if you got it, nigga. You know me. Listen. I pay for tires. Listen, I pay for tires to get changed.
Okay.
I pay for daycares and shit like that. Them hoes know what it is.
You see?
I am gonna say I just say he's not lying.
I'm not lying. So
school
that's
clothes,
why I just
school clothes
and all. Milk, groceries.
That's not me. Y'all do it for me, but I definitely
No. Listen.
You have to clarify.
And that's my best friend. She always take me out to eat. But this is the thing. That's why I talk.
Don't even go there. Rephrase that. It's a mutual.
Yeah.
No. Don't be.
You my dog.
Don't play her.
Listen, but so this is what I'm saying. If you can't pay for dates, please, fellas, do not get in a relationship. If you're not dating with a purpose, if you're not talking about marriages, leave these women alone.
Okay.
Leave them alone.
If that's what they want, you got to make sure you say that. If that's what they want, a lot of people don't want to get married.
And that's my.
Some people don't want to get married. That's not
their. And not everybody's supposed to get married. Not everybody's supposed to get married. It takes a special kind of person to walk down that aisle. Okay? Yeah. So let Roni finish. So, because I don't want to take it. Go ahead, Roni.
Yeah, I want to thank you guys for being on this panel. We really do appreciate it. Me and Akeem. It was good. It was great. Very informative. We had a good time. We had a lot of fun. A lot of Henny bottles were thrown. I definitely did. Oh, snap.
Listen, we ain't closing out the show. You need to give your opinion, then we can close
out.
No, I know we ain't closing out, but I do want to appreciate them. I know we ain't closing out.
No. Say that after you say your opinion. What you feel about this, then we're going to close it out.
Okay, well, like, I learned something by reading the book, The Message to the Black Man from Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He said a man should, that's everybody, man and woman should unlearn and relearn again. Okay? So that means the way we was taught about women and men, we have to unlearn and be learned again. So the best way for me, I'm a type of person, I look at nature and I study nature. If we study, I always relate to the lion and the lioness. The lioness support the lion more than the lion does support the lioness. She hunts, she take care of the children, and the lion, all he does is make sure the pride and the herd is taken care of. So men and women has lost their own way, especially black women and men have lost their own way, that we lost the way of living because we've been programmed the wrong way. So part of the reason why I feel that black men and black women will never get it because we've been programmed by social media and by people putting in our head that a man should be this way and a woman should be this way. No, a man's role is to be masculine and a woman's role is to be feminine. My job is for you is to love you. Your job is for me is to be submissive to me and me only. You get what I'm saying? So, but the problem is we've been taught so wrong and we've been done wrong so wrong. So we think, oh no, this is not how we go. I'm not going to live in slavery. But we look at the numbers. Black marriages, black relationship is failing in a high rate than ever before. We need to get that back. And the only way we get that back is through communication and get rid of the cell phone. When you're on a date with someone, don't be texting, turn the phone off. When it's someone dating me and we sit at a dinner table, there is no phone.
You're good.
You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking real now. And that's the problem with us because we've been distracted and then we lose the whole communication. And the woman is really hurting. She's hard for her to express herself because the man is on his phone texting someone else.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm not going to say we got it all right. I don't have it all right either. But me learning from, people like Hakeem and Jeff and even my own sister who are married, have long marriages, you see that the women, how they act with their husband is a different atmosphere than what you see on TV. It's totally different. So we really need to reprogram ourselves. That's it for me.
I like that.
Yeah. And we're gonna end it like that. I thank everybody for talking. And I appreciate it.
Make sure you have us come back on.
No.
Yeah. Make sure you have us come back on for that other topic.
Oh yeah.
No. We're gonna talk about this.
Everybody on this panel.
Yeah, everybody gonna talk about this. This is gonna be very therapeutic. I'm gonna chop it up and I'm gonna send y'all the link, and we're gonna push it out so we can help every black woman and black man out there too.
Yeah.
So we can redefine black love.
Yes, I agree.
That's nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I want one last thing.
Go ahead.
There's no one last thing. Last thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think it might be helpful to you guys, but it might not. But I think that is helping me right now. And I believe for me, I'm learning that we have to start with friendship instead of jumping straight into romance and relationship. Because a lot of time we just jump straight to being,
it's hard.
In love.
It's
and
hard.
we never learn each other. We have to start talking and be friends, figure out what we like. We have to start off as friends instead of
it's
running
hard.
and rushing into falling in love.
I mean, it's easier for a man. I mean, it's easier for a woman to say that, but when a man is really attracted to that woman, it's hard to be friends.
No. That's why because a lot of time too, when you're not taking time to get to know the person and building friendship first, you may think that you like that person, but it might just be a physical attraction through sexual stuff. But when you get to know who the person is without what they can do sexually, it's better for both of you, And then at some point, by the time you're learning to be friends with that person, y'all might not even want to be in a relationship.
You see, that's the problem right there. People get friend zoned. I'm not trying to get friend zoned.
Friend zoned for real.
I'm trying to holler. So I get you. No. I agree with what you're saying, but the intentions has to be known. Whenever I talk to a woman, I let them know I'm not trying to be your homeboy.
Exactly.
I'm dating with a purpose.
This is what I said. That's why you gotta call us back.
That is different.
We gotta continue next.
You see, this is gonna go off topic. That's what I'm saying.
Lisa.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys must just say okay.
We're doing that.
At the end of the day, if I feel you, I don't want to be friends with you.
Yeah, no.
That's a whole other topic.
Yeah, you have to be my friend.
No, you see, that don't work because y'all women use that friend stuff as a crutch.
Yeah, they do.
Y'all women use that friend stuff as a crutch.
Like Hakeem always said, I ain't trying to be nobody's gay.
I don't want to be nobody's gay homeboy. Nobody's emotional tampon. I'm not going to deposit all my non-sexual energy in you for free.
Exactly.
I'm not changing tires. I'm not taking you on dates and for me to feel like a duck at the end of the day. Hell no.
But
let's go to changes as another topic.
Yeah. That's another topic. We're going to have to talk about that next week.
Yeah.
Next week. This will go for 3 hours. Nah.
Yeah. Next week.
No, but I get what she's saying. She's telling the truth. We do need friendship. But at my age, I still gotta fuck. That's
Thank you for having us.
You want us to be submissive, you have to have self-control.
I got self-control. I'm taking you out on dates. I'm crossing you to the homeboys.
Whether you gonna cheat on me then?
Oh God!
Listen, how you know that? Listen, I'm telling you. Listen, you gotta understand the verbiage. Look what I tell you. I said,
no, CW, you're not gonna allow us to really explain our own stuff. We're going into a whole nother subject here.
Okay, that is true. We're gonna have to kill the conversation.
You have to give us the stats, and then that was the whole thing.
No,
next week. We're doing next week.
You're not gonna allow us to give enough time to really talk.
No.
You're not.
No, I know because it's gonna go into a whole nother realm, and it's gonna get ugly when I get done with this.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna get ugly.
It's gonna get.
Keep that for next week.
It's gonna get ugly. Yeah, no, for real. So we're gonna end it like this. You know what I mean? Chaos Culture Radio. Thank you, Shay. Thank you, Monroe, Lisa.
You're welcome.
Pat. You know what I mean? Y'all had some great, lovely points. This is gonna help some people. Ron, when I send Ron the link, he's gonna send it to y'all.
Yeah, we'll do a part 2 with everybody.
We'll do a part 2. We'll talk about this because this is therapy for Black people.
Yeah, definitely.
I think a lot of Black women are gonna enjoy this.
Yeah, they are.
Black men too.
And men too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're gonna love this
men
episode.
too. You know what I mean? And I know there's gonna be a lot of hate.
This was really nice.
Definitely. You know what I mean? And this should, maybe one day we'll bring a pastor on so he can lead us in him.
Not John Gray.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no. We should have a pastor on, an actual pastor to talk to us about relationships.
What are you trying to say?
Yeah, you know what I mean, to know what it is. So you know what I mean. So I can have my Bible. Yeah, definitely.
I don't play with stuff like that because if you're not gonna follow everything that the Bible is saying, don't just pick one little thing out of it.
That is
true.
I follow everything in the Bible.
I don't think we should play around and have a pastor
but he
on
want you to
here.
be submissive.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's why I say I don't want to play around and have a pastor on here and you trying to use him to make one point, but yet you're doing everything else outside of the Bible, adultery, and fornication or whatever.
You say that, but most women.
Let's keep it
fun. How many women in church who are pregnant with no men? They don't follow the Bible.
Doesn't make it right.
It doesn't make the Bible, but this is what I'm saying. That's why I say.
Let us not do that.
No, you're right, but I'm asking.
Responsible for you. You only responsible for you, not what everybody else is doing.
Yes,
because when this time comes, God is not going to ask you what I did. He's going to ask you what you did. You're responsible for your own self.
This is why we need a pastor on the panel. So we can ask him, why is there so many women in your church not married with big belly?
And just because you make a mistake today doesn't mean
exactly.
Just because we made a mistake today doesn't mean that we can't know the right way later on. You got to stop with that.
Yes.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
I love y'all. Man, I just appreciate y'all just listening. Stay tuned for the next episode.